Oh, also, my mic is muted. I was not at all ready for this. I just got home a little bit ago, and okay, and I see Otani too. Yeah, I was like 5 minutes too late, 10 minutes too late. I should have came the first thing down here. Anyways, what's going on? Wow, wow. That's all I can say. I was hoping we could have a little rally when I was live and we could root for him, but Suarez took care of it. Chris C, no, it's bottom of the eighth. Bottom of the eighth. And they are taking care of business. Cal led the inning off with a home run to tie it, and then a grand slam from Suarez. Now it's a 4-run lead. 4-run lead. So it's looking good. They're should be up 3-2, hopefully. Anyways, Bowman Chrome Divisional. If someone could type. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I do have some Bowman Chrome, but I got my stuff back from Tops. So I got some of my X Fractors. I opened one, and I wasn't even paying attention, looking for like Judge or Otani. And then they gave me 2 of these for bonus. And then I just picked this up at Walmart on my way home. So I figured we'd do a little rip-in and a little... There's no break on the site. People, like, it's funny. I go live, like, my website blows up. Like, it's funny. Like, it's just see, boom, someone's at your website. Someone's at your website. I don't know. What? I don't know. I wasn't planning on doing a divisional, but maybe we could throw something together. Dude, you know what I should have got? I think I got today. I did get my Bowman Chrome Sapphire today. I haven't been home all day. I just got home a little bit ago. I was talking to my boy. And then, oh crap, I was gonna go live. Let me do this, and then, yeah. Anyways, welcome in. Welcome to the show. Oh yeah. Yes, I wish I would, man, live 10 minutes ago. We could have been watching that. And fun. I mean, it was still fun. That he just hit the home run right after I hit the go live, and I was still moving stuff around and didn't even have my mic unmuted. Lame. And then I see Otani, 3 Ks and a strikeout in the first inning. He ain't messing around. All right. Sorry. Like I said, I was kind of quickly doing this. Yeah, very big inning. Very big inning there, Ron, for sure. Anyways, yeah. So X Fractors, this came from that... Remember the case that we were doing some breaks with, and we had no X Fractors. End up being, I think, 14 of the 20 had no X Fractors. So I got 140 X Fractors, and they threw me in 2 bonus boxes. So, and I picked this up. Like I said, I picked this up at Walmart. Yeah, I'll open one. Actually, I already did open one. I bought it in Lawrence, and I was there. I had to go to Walmart to buy a Gatorade. My daughter wanted a certain color, needs that special color. So I picked one up. I did get a numbered card, but it was a Wyatt Langford. No red rookie. So I'm going to get another one. But yeah. Let me text the boys, see if I'm on the front porch. But yeah, my Bowman Chrome Sapphire, I think, got delivered today. All right. So Otani struck out the side in the first. And then what else did he do? I'm assuming it led off with a home run, solo home run. But he wasn't the only thing to do anything. Because yeah, the Dodgers are saying, yeah, we're done with this. We're going to get a few days off, let our pitching rest, and be ready, dude. I hope, whether it's the Blue Jays or my Mariners I'm rooting for, that they put up a better fight than the Brewers. I mean, it's not like the games have been blowouts by any means. between the Dodgers and Brewers, but not necessarily that competitive. The pitching has just been unstoppable for the Dodgers. Already up 3-0. All right, I'm gonna go to the box score and see what it says. All right, Ohtani, yep, solo home run, 3 Ks. He's at through 2 innings so far, 3 Ks and a walk. Not even fair. Not even fair. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna go through these real quick. I'm gonna re-go through. I just kind of like quickly went through these. Just I don't know what I was even looking for, but and afterwards, like, oh, I guess I should be looking for some MVP buyback because that would be $40. Dollar. I just like this. Oh, that. Oh. But I didn't. I just real quick. It was just like this. I don't even know what I was looking for. But there were some doubles I noticed. Like I said, there's a double. I noticed I just in that quick little bit I did the other day or yesterday, I think there were some doubles, but it's a Benny Rice. I was kind of interested if they're gonna what else they were gonna throw in extra. You know, normally they try to take care of you and I mean like if you were just missing an auto, typically you probably just get an auto, but I think in this situation, it was a whole case almost, no X factors. I was kind of, I was interested to maybe throw in, some other just parallels of Chrome and then I got the email saying that it finally fulfilled and that was even late. And it said I was getting 2 25 Chrome boxes. It didn't say what format it was or anything. It just was saying I'll get 2 boxes, so I'm really hoping we at least see an Ohtani in here. That would be nice. Cruz rookie. I hope that's one of the ones that's a double. Yo. It's not Ohtani. They're like, we ain't giving out free Ohtanis. All right, last stack. That's 140, I think, is what it should be. That's what I was doing. When I got that first box, opened it, I counted it, and it was a weird number. It's like I counted like 52, and I'm assuming they didn't. They just like, that's, I don't know if it's exactly 150. Like maybe there is a little more because this thing's full too. The other one wasn't quite as full. That second one, so that's probably where they took 10 out or so. All right, here we go. Last shot at the big money. Bobby. There we go. Is it? But I don't see a duplicate. All right, $40 holler. We'll take it. I don't have much of a ton. I have a lot of Judge right now. Sasaki rookie. We could though do. I know Nala Bear suggested it. Bowman Chrome Division. Do a divisional break. Jacob Wilson. I mean, I do have some. I'm just gonna have fun watching some baseball and get some boxes. It looks nice on that X Factor. I just was kind of caught my eye and but okay, well, we got a couple of the good rookies. Cruz, Sasaki, Ben Rice, Jacob Wilson, and one Ohtani, $40. He's definitely going to be the MVP. Steve, what's going on? What is going on? Man, that would have been so much more entertaining if I would have been ready. We could have been watching. Could have seen the cow lead off the inning with a home run, and then the grand slam. Ball game. Game over. Oh, it's official. Mariners are up 3-2 going back to Toronto. Need 1, and it doesn't look good for the Brewers. Not a good start. Ray, what's going on? Well, let me see what I even have. I honestly am not even sure what I have for Bob. So I have my Bowman Chrome Sapphire. I think it's upstairs. This is my boy. I think it said it got delivered today when I was out at volleyball. What's here? I don't know that I'm even going to. I don't know. I want to open it, but I think they're selling for like $700-800 on the eBays. Maybe I just looked real quick, and there were some sales from like $1,000 down to like 700 something. I'll buy it now. I don't know what exactly officially those things sold for, but it's like, man, I paid like 380-ish. I don't know, something along those lines for it. I don't remember. I got it through the Montgomery Club. That's how I got it early. And like I said, I would have bought probably one, maybe two more but I didn't realize that it was an hour earlier than normal. Try it, Steven. Yeah, Eugenio. Bowman Sapphire looks good, so I could open it. I may open it. May just keep it sealed. I may sell it. I got stuff to pay for. Mark, see what's going on. I could throw it in a mixer, but if I'm gonna open it, I think I'm probably gonna open it myself, because if I'm gonna sell it, I probably would rather just straight profit off it, going this seller route. And if I could double my money on it, that just would go towards a lot of other stuff. So one more what? What's up, Mark? One more what? Anyways, I'm gonna get into these. So I picked this up at the Walmart. Ohtani strikes out the side, then hits the lead up. Yeah, that isn't right there, right? I mean, that's why he's the greatest baseball player. You know, no one else is doing that. No one else is doing that in the playoffs. I mean, no one is doing that at all. Not in the major leagues. Here we go. So like I said, I opened up one of these today in Lawrence. I'm gonna open one real quick. I haven't done one for myself. I just did the few for the breaks. I want to open one, and I did get it was like a pink of Wyatt Langford. Memphis, what's going on? Oh yes, one more win. That's right. They came back. Exciting. And I'm just so annoyed I didn't get on 10 minutes earlier, so we could have seen the fun. Even after he hit the home run, it was like even more. And then as they had a couple guys on, I'm like, okay, I'm pushing buttons, doing stuff, trying to grab stuff. Didn't even get my hat light on. That's bad. Here, watch this. See the hats above my head? Here we go. It's on. I kind of want to get more lights that I can control on my phone. I think these other ones I can control on my phone somehow. I don't know, but this one was like you had to control it on your phone, so and this makes it easy. Steve Moyas, I'm rooting for the Mariners. I've been rooting for the Mariners since the playoffs started. And I did call. I mean, I'm rooting for them, but I also said I think they're going to make it, and I'm pretty sure the Dodgers are going to make it. That was my two people I thought, I was like, okay, if I was betting, which I didn't bet, I should have, that those were the two teams that were going to make it. I wonder what kind of parlay I could have done, putting both of them together. I could have got like a plus like 2,000 or something like that, maybe. $50 on that. I don't know, because no one was any better than like plus 400. I mean, that was like the best, like the lowest was plus 400. Then it went up from there. But you put a couple of those together. I don't think many teams stand a chance against the Dodgers. But hey, you know what? That's why you play the games. It doesn't matter, right? I mean, just takes a couple pitchers to not have their best nights for the Dodgers, and some of their guys just come to hit. Yes, though on paper, the Dodgers, it doesn't look good for anybody. That's definitely a true statement. I think I got that guy earlier today when I opened up my other one. All right. I almost want to say that guy too. Holy cow. No, No red rookie. No red rookie. All right. Now, here we go. This is what we're doing. I didn't even clean. Look at this. Look at this. Sound like a triple, double, quadruple hitter. Oh, we got a steal. That means an auto out of 100, right? Isn't that what that means? Auto out of 100. Just picked this up at my Walmart. Oh boy. I have seen the red. I've pulled 2 of the red Kurtz so far. Shaw, Ronald, and Cam. Nice. We'll take a Cam. That's good. We'll take Cam. Oh, where are my top loaders? All right. Put that over there. Full guy pile. All right, here we go. So yeah, this should be an auto out of 100. It's the steal. It's a pitcher, but it's the wrong color. Oh, I don't think Paul Skeens is in this, but oh, wait a minute. So never mind. I guess there is just a base. I thought it was just an auto, but it's a Paul Skeens out of 100. I just didn't remember seeing this on the regular parallel list. It was just on the auto list, but never mind. Paul Skeens out of 100. That was gonna be an auto. Because when we looked last time, I didn't see it on the regular parallel list. I just saw it on the auto list, but we'll take it. All these Skeens are 2025 NL Cy Young Award winner. What's going on, man? I've been doing good. Rooting for my my Mariners. Hey, that was a good box. I'll take it. We got a Cam. These sell for a decent little penny right now. And that's a Paul Skeens out of 100 on the steal. Although I really thought it was going to be an auto. Because that's just what I thought. But I'm doing good. We're doing good. So I got that Ohtani. I got one Ohtani from the 140 they sent me. We got one Ohtani, no Judge from those X-Fractors. But we'll put it on the stage. We got to put it up there at least. It's not top loaded because we don't need to top load it. All right. What else is going on in that game? Is it still 3-0? 3-0 through 2. And again, so this is what Top sent me. They sent me 2 of these as well. Have fun open. Maybe we can get some more buyback. You want the Brewers? Brewers are done for. It's not good. Not looking pretty. Ray, yeah, your mega. I imagine it should be there. I don't know. Here, I can go look right now. I can log into my Shippo account. Dude, I feel like I don't know. Like, I know I'm paying less than if I go to the post office. Yeah, I'm just paying more and more for shipping. It's crazy. It is crazy. Like, I'm pretty much starting the actual cost that they're charging me is $5, like $5.20 and a lot of stuff. And if I can get the weight down, I can get it down to like $4.87. That's just a shipping cost. But then if it weighs more, I'm looking at like $5.80, which is less than I charge. I charge $6 and I lose 5% of it. Let me see. Let's type in your name. Do Ray. And let's see. I just shipped out already. Let's see. So 6-8. Let's do some tracking. I'm going to track it. And it says tracking is not available. What does that even mean? Is this because they're doing stupid stuff again? They've done this before. Oh, wait a minute. This is late. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong Ray. I just went down to the second Ray. That's a different Ray. Let me type in your real name. I just typed in Ray and it came up, and then I didn't pay attention. I just went to the second one that was shipped. All right, here we go. 10-5. That one I would have shipped it out. I just shipped you out though. I may have shipped UPS, Ray, on that one, because it was a little bit more. It was gonna get there quicker and it was cheaper. Let me see why. Oh wait, no, never mind. So that this must be your package here. Oh no, never mind. That's wrong shipping there. Let me get back to the other one. When? I'm so confused right now. There was something delivered a couple days ago, Ray. They did not have it in there. I know I shipped it. Oh wait, am I looking at the wrong person again? I may be looking at the wrong person again. No? Right person. Yeah, it's in a box. It was a no, wait a minute. That's not it was a box. Yep, it was a box. That's the order date. Yeah, and it says it was delivered the 4th. I was like, yeah, I think that should have already been there. They said it was delivered the 14th. So hopefully it's in there. So you should have your mega in there. So, but again, these are my oops from Tops. They messed up, and let's go. Yeah, I mean, it was awesome. It just kind of stinks. I wasn't fully watching it because I was like trying to scramble to get ready, and then I was even scrambling faster, and like I was melting under the pressure as they were like getting guys on. Cal already hit that home run, and I was like, oh my goodness, I should have done this sooner because I want to get on and watch the comeback and do a little rally watch. And the rally was over by the time I hit live, and then as like the intro was running, like just with some music, I was like still pushing buttons. That's when the home run was hit, the grand slam, and I wasn't totally watching the game. It was kind of there, and I was like, oh, and I heard it. I was like, oh. It's like, oh my goodness. And then I just went live. I just hit the live button, or not live, but I hit the button to change the scene, and I was like, my mic was muted, dude. But yeah, it was fun. I was glad to see, because I'm rooting for them. Those are my guys in the playoffs this year. I didn't miss anything. Really. Well, I opened up a mega I picked up today, a Bowman Chrome mega I picked up at Walmart today. I had my 140 X Fractors from Tops that they sent for the ones that were missing from that case, and then they also shipped me 2 of these megas. That's what I'm opening now. I think I got my Bowman Chrome Sapphire. But I think if I'm going to open it, I think I should just make a video. I should be smart about it. Make a video. It will get more views. It just helps the channel that way, you know. So, or I should just sell it and make like more than double my money right now, I think. So, and the Bowman Chrome, I got a Mojo, and then I got a Paul Skeens out of 100. I fooled myself into thinking I was going to be getting an auto because I thought I had looked before, and that this steel out of 100 was only an auto parallel, but I can confirm it's not now. Yeah. All right, let's get my stacks rolling here. We got green. Ryan Jeffers. That's not what I wanted. Him. Red Wave. right, let's see some more buyback. Another green? Oh no, it's not. I think it's just an insert. Just an insert. Kenneth, what's going on? Winker. Yeah, just the star or future stars. Jackson Churio. Yeah, and I didn't even get to watch Ohtani hit a home run after striking out the side. Missed it all. All right. Well, we got one color out of that. Nobody responding. Well, I may have to go check. Let's see if I have it. I can at least show off the box. But we could do a mixer or a Martell. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, I got your envelope. I had it out the other night during one of the breaks, but you weren't in here. I didn't want to open it yet. So, game day, not right now. Paola did throw out the idea of maybe do a Bowman Chrome mix, divisional. So like, get some boxes out here and do a little divisional. That's usually more expensive though. Yeah. You know, like maybe a couple hobbies or some delights and a hobby. I don't even know what I have. I know I have a couple delights. I may have a hobby left. I do have this. I also have some Topps Chrome as well. Random. Don't even ask. 2020. Topps Chrome Sapphire. You get one rookie auto per box. I don't know. We can look at that here in a minute. We can hang out and watch and talk anyways, yeah, let me get this cleaned up and I got it right here. X factors can go right there. And those can go there. All right, here we go. Yeah. No clue what this is, Martell, but well, I don't. Maybe there's a note in there. I don't want to be jerking. Martell, I think you did send a letter with your hat. I did read it, but I didn't realize it was there because I was just like, I closed my eyes when I was reaching into it. Oh yeah, there's something in here. Oh, ruin it. We'll put that down. What we got here? Boys, I wanted to help with your newest collection. Plus, we added a couple of extras. We added a couple of extras in. Hope you didn't already have them. Thanks for everything you've done over the years for us, Martell and the boys. I appreciate it. What we got here? Little Bobby. Oh, it's a rookie one. That's cool. I don't think I have that. And a Julio rookie. I don't think I have those. I don't think I have that. And then what else is in here? All right. Oh, it's a golden mirror, dude. Sweet. I don't even care what golden mirror it is. It's a golden mirror. Austin Hedges. Sweet. Nice. I've just been collecting these lately. Very cool. I'm assuming you and the boys pulled this one. Austin Hedges, yeah, not definitely one you were excited about when you were excited that you had a golden mirror, but then it was Austin Hedges. But I'll take it. Appreciate it, man. Thanks, boys. Now, I have a huge stack over right now. I worked on the video. I didn't work on the video. I worked on the commentary for the video the other day a little bit. I was kind of sitting down here and I spent some time on it. So, very cool, though. I definitely do not have these. The trading day cards, and this is the rookie ones from 2022. Pretty sure I do not have these. I'll put them in my box. I got a Julio box and I have a Bobby box, just literally right below. I keep it close, right down here. So I'll get those on some top loaders and put them in that box. That just the ones where I just have one of each type thing. I mean, I have a bunch of like my base rookies in there. But then like all the other cards that I that I have of them, just like base cards or just random cards that I just bought here and there. Just like, I don't have that card. It's kind of cool. It's a rookie card. I'll add it to the stack. So appreciate it. Very nice. Very cool. And I'm pretty sure I don't have them. I may, but I don't think I do. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Ryan Jeffers, definitely not getting it done. I think Topps scanned their own boxes. I'm like, all right, we'll keep this one back and give that one away. You get a hit, but it's Ryan Jeffers out of 99. And no more buyback on that one. I am curious now. We'll see what I have for Bowman Chrome. I have 3 Bowman Chrome hobbies. I did not realize that. I was thinking I had none or like 1. I have 3. I don't know. Maybe we can do Divisional. I think I have a couple Breakers of Lights, but they're in a box that I think is in some other boxes right now. But this was just on my my stack back here. I don't know. Or we could throw some sort of mixer together. If anybody would be interested, but I think a Divisional would be fun. Much easier to, I mean, not easier to sell. It's easier to get possibly just 6 people in. I meant to ask you if you were the guy in the bidding war for the Andrew. I don't think so. I don't get any. I haven't got in any bidding wars or any of these. If I bid on them, I bid low. Like there were bids on them, and they had a 99-cent start. I bid a few bucks. That's what I did. Or they were a cheap buy it now, and then they even had like a make a best offer. I just would make an offer. I mean, and for most of them, there's a couple I did pay more for. Like I should be getting one in the mail here soon, and it actually will be a oh, the Andrew. Which one is? I don't know what the. Which one is that? I don't think I. I mean, but I said I definitely have not been getting in any. I don't think I have. I got a stack over here. Of course, there's other stuff mixed in with this stack. Some of the breaks I've been getting into, and some of my other purchases. Like, seriously, like I just from random stack. So here, look at this random stack I got. So, Dylan Cruz Gold rookie logo. There we go. Here's some golden mirrors, and then some Freddie Freeman in there. Yeah, don't know why these cards are in here. It's just a stack over here. You sometimes the yeah. No, it was not. But we could do a divisional break. I mean, we could come up with something. Yep, home field advantage course Singer, Ben Rice logo at a 150, Bo Naylor on the advanced stat, some sweet Bobby patches just laying around in stacks, a Gunnar Henderson cup card. Yeah. Sometimes you just don't know what's in stacks around here. But yeah, I do actually have a couple hobbies of Bowman Chrome, and I think I have a couple of delights. I don't know exactly what I have. It's the sweetest card you've ever seen. What card? Oh, the Andrew. Okay, well I'll go check it out now. I mean, that cool. This box can wait. My Mariners already won, so I was thinking maybe because I saw Cal hit the home run, we may go into extras. We may get some fun ball, and then it ended. Bottom of third, no outs, and goals. What's going on here? Oh, it's a third. Okay. So Toddy's 1-for-1 and a walk. Yeah, that game is going to be over. That series is going to be over. Let me go to eBay. I'll go look. I've piqued my interest. What year are we talking about there, Martel? What year? And I can just type in Andrew. I can just type him in. But Golden Mirror, he probably doesn't have too many. 23. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I have seen that card. I have seen it because it's the Eastbound and Down guy. What's his name? Kenny Powers. Here, come on over here. I'll make this large. Here's a 24 one. There's a 24 one. But I have seen the 23. I know I have. Now that you, let me type in 23. Well, let's look at it though. Let's make it big. Let's make it real big. There you go. Oh yeah. But yes, I do know what you're talking about. I have seen that one, and I think I did bid on something or put an offer in for sure. Now that you actually say that, that is definitely. Oh, let me put my. How much did it go for? And were you bidding on it? That is hilarious. All right, was that it? Is there a 20? There should be a 23. He's got a card. This is the 24 Golden Mirror, but he's got to have a 23 because he's got a 23 card. Oh, is it 23 up? So a 23 update, yeah, but there must not be any for sale. I can go to sold. Go to sold. There it is. There it is. I know I'd seen it. That's funny. I wonder if it will say, if I click on it, if it says, "Oh, you did not win." I thought I was gonna bid on. I remember seeing it. I was like, I need one of those. Oh, there we go. There we go. Look at that thing. I mean, and honestly, that looks like the clean cut version of him. Like he looks like respectable there, like compared to like the 24 one. He's got a little bit. It's more a little bit of a rough kind of. I mean, not drunk by any means, but something. Maybe. He's got his glasses on. Looks like he's in a dome. Yeah. I have seen that. Yes, I knew as soon as I saw the guy, I was like, oh yes, I've seen. I think I want to say he has some other image, something else. Maybe he has one for 25 even. Maybe not. I don't know if he does. I remember for sure. I was like, oh yes, I know. Once I saw that first picture, I was like, okay. I did actually see that. I could use that though. I could use that. All right, anyways. I got one more mega. I don't even know what today is. Here the one. I think is it Friday? I think it's Friday. Yeah, it's gotta be Friday because I think the end of the tournament's tomorrow. I'm on vacation, I think so. That means I got another almost 2 weeks. Just need him to quote Kenny Powers. Oh yeah. I thought about rewatching that recently because I think actually after seeing him when I was looking through SSPs, I was like, man, I should go watch that. It's so great. It's such a great show. It's pretty. It's not kid friendly for those that don't know. It's about baseball, but it ain't. It's not. It is not kid friendly. It's not probably any kind of friendly. It is. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Just I took it off. I took a week off for volleyball. Then I'm taking 2 weeks off just to have an extra week off. And it actually worked out because then my daughter actually does have another tournament. She's gonna get put on the varsity roster. She probably won't play much, but she's gonna make the roster. I mean, it's not even like wife friendly type stuff. If your wife doesn't, not in, I mean, it's pretty. It's entertaining though. It is hilarious. It's a good show, but it's like, it's pretty rough. Oh, I got another color. I can at least say that I got some more color here. Ooh, yo, nice 170 250. Homeschool National. That's from volleyball. Mookie. There. That's my weekend pass. We had a Bobby X Factor in my stack. Come on, Ohtani. I want more Ohtani. Or an image variation. Something fun. Profile, just a refractor. Imanaga. Snuck up on me there. Okay, you don't go there. You go there. I'm kind of curious now. What if I have can make a complete set of the X Factors? I'm curious how close I can get. Hey, okay, that's nice. Sagasi on the team or the light board team logo. Cool. And all right, so no buyback in my 2. And the 140, I did get one Ohtani X Factor. There, go there, and so there's 2 megas they sent me. I got 2. I did get a numbered card each, which is the odds are 80% pretty much that you're going to get a numbered card. Right around 80% from these megas that you're going to get a numbered card. After I think I've done 3 cases. I did 3 cases. And I think that is what the odds were showing. Or just about 80% of the boxes have a hit. You pull the Bobby variation from Chrome? I have not. Not a bad box. I mean, it's definitely a cool parallel. But there's some St. Louis fans out there that would enjoy that card. There. Well, who is in here that would be interested in throwing down like 150 on a divisional, first of all? That's typically, I mean, we could maybe do a divisional cheaper. I mean, if we did, less boxes, I guess, or we could do boxes. That's how, when I got into breaking, that's how not the first couple breaks I got in. The first few breaks I ever did was Leighton, just because they were big, easy to find. And that's what I got into. And then I started, finding more, and I was doing on here on YouTube, actually. And they just were attached to a card shop in Arkansas, but they would just be live, not 24/7, but they would have different shows throughout the day where someone just would be live, and they would sell some on eBay, and then those would typically start at a typical time. And between there, they just would have where they had this assortment of prices of boxes, and it cost it would say per spot type thing. So that way, okay, this box costs $60 per spot in a divisional, or $30 or $20, whatever. Depends what the box was. And then you could say, hey, let's do 2 of these. And then as long as you had, and then once 2 other people said, okay, yeah, I'd be down for that, then they would post it, for, all right, we got this going. I mean, and if it didn't fill, it didn't fill. You would send, but you could get your money back and whatever. But I did tons of divisionals, even just like a box or 2 at a time. And I got some sweet cards. That's where I got at least one of my, this right here. That one could have been the one that came from it. I don't know, because I got 2, one from them and one from somebody else, either the same day or back to back, from Series 2, from some jumbos. I'm pretty sure it was in, but I know I got one from them, and then like there was like the next day I got another one. It's pretty sweet. I think I just was in there live, and I got in a divisional, and then I'd already bought a spot, I think, for somebody else through eBay. And then I watched the next night, and I got another one, and it was glorious. It was glorious. Yeah, so most of these boxes are $300 to $400. I don't even know what I'm at on my Topps Chrome, because I paid, I don't even know, I think something over $400 for it. I think now you can get them for like $420. I'm hoping they keep going down and going down and down, and then I can buy some more at a much cheaper price than what I even paid for. These, I got quite a few of these left. Tier 1. Yeah, one more logo, one more finest. Here. Oh yeah, I got. Ooh. Yeah. It was under a box of, or a case of my sleeves. Actually, I have 4 of these left. That's good news. It's always good when I know I have more. Like, nice, I have more stuff that I don't have to go buy, that I can. But I got quite a bit. So I don't even know. I think I've been at 350 on my hobbies, I think, and then 400 on these, just based upon what I paid for them. I don't honestly know what either are going for at the moment, but that's what I had, because I, buying them. I don't even know now. So obviously you can do the math. If it's a divisional, you add a few of those together. I think we get Topps finest, man. I hadn't had on a break. Anyways, tier 1, we got some chrome. I got a hobby box too of chrome. We could just do a big mixer. I don't know. Probably not enough people in here tonight, but wasn't planning on doing it. But it's all Nala's fart. Nala's fart. Nala brought it up, a divisional. Look at this. Anyways, anybody would be interested, we could. So we got what? Sunday is when we'll see game 6. We won't see game 5 tomorrow. There's no way. Oh, they got out of that inning though. They didn't allow any runs. They're in the bottom of the. Dodgers had first and third, no outs, and they didn't get any runs. How much for the divisional mixer? I don't even. The thing is, or I just so. Here, let me just break it down for you. This is how like you could think of it, right? 100 divided by 6. Like I said, so I've been having these for $400 in my breaks. So that's $66 a spot per division, right? Because I just divided by 6 because there's 6 divisions. But that's why it gets expensive. Nala's been doing some fun divisional breaks, but it's like 180 because these boxes aren't cheap. And so it just depends on what you added to a break, right? And these, I said I didn't had to be at 350 on these just based on what I paid. Well, let's just go look. I have not been looking at these. I actually haven't been looking at much. Small is what's going on. I have not honestly been paying attention to what the prices are. I just know that's what I had been charging just to. When I throw them in a break, I also lose. I mean, I don't lose money, but if I charge 400, I'm losing. I have to pay about 5% in fees for the website payment. It kind of depends. It's anywhere. It says it's supposed to be like 3-something%, but it's not. I've done the math, and it's like stupid. It's usually 4, sometimes pushing 5%. If I just account for 5% in my head and I'm building the break, and charging for stuff, like okay, because then I'm anyways, no one cares. No one cares. I am kind of curious though. I have not been looking at what is Bowman Chrome going for? Go to Blowout and see. I mean, not that they're like, the absolute, gold standard in pricing, because obviously, and you never know. Sometimes a lot of times local places are cheaper than Blowout. Sometimes local places are more. Definitely seeing, but newer stuff. All right, Blowout cards. Let's go. 25 Chrome up there. So I am hoping to have some funds available when all these like Black Friday sales come, so I can buy stuff. Like I said, I don't want to buy stuff at expensive prices. I want to buy stuff at cheap prices so we can have fun, affordable breaks. Because I don't want to have to, if I had to buy a box at $500, I got to charge more than $500, or I lose money just off the top. But if I could get that $500 box for $400, I could either charge $500-ish, if that's a normal price for it, or even a little less. Depends on what I get it for. Anyways, it's just math. That's all it is around here. Just math. Mm-hmm. And sometimes, unfortunately, like I couldn't tell you what I paid for these boxes anymore because I have no newer stuff. I just know that's what I've been charging because that's what I needed to like not lose money and make a little bit, after my fees. All right. Hobby boxes. They're charging $350 for a hobby box. I don't even see Breaker Delights. They out of Breaker Delights. They are at $450. So I'm charged. So that's why I've been selling that for my hobbies for is $350 in breaks. Based upon what I was able to get them for, I was able to charge $350. But they're at $450. And Breaker Delights, I don't. And again, doesn't mean they're not the cheapest necessarily by any means. That's just an easy place to go because they're going to have them and you can see a price. I'm sure plenty of people are buying from them. Anyways, so that's kind of what you would be. It'd be cool if I was prepared, and like I've done it in the past. I think, sort of. I didn't quite do with the Divisional, but where you could just you could have a list of everything I have, and I could just say this is what it costs per spot in a Divisional. So then, all right, if you wanted to buy in, build it, that'd be cool. It's all done. I always want to say Shark because they have a Shark. Chomps breaks. They're still on YouTube. And I think they still do the same thing, but they do a lot. They had, as I was still watching them, they were getting their own website up and they were selling stuff on the website. And then they were also doing stuff on Facebook to just kind of expand out and like sell stuff, on like do breaks on, a exclusive on they were selling on their Facebook page or whatever. And then also, and they had the ones on eBay, but then also they had the Divisional breaks you could just get into. Say, hey, let's do 2 of these. Anybody else up for that? Or 3 of these, or half a case, or whatever. And then you just need 6 or 5 other people to want to buy in. And then boom, they would just, okay, boom, chop it up, randomize the divisions, and off you go. It was fun. And I've done a couple divisional breaks over the couple years. Not many, but Nala's been doing them. been fun. I don't think I've done well in them, but it's, works. Anyways, it's there. Back to what I was looking at. What time? Sunday. It's just Savage or the Blue Jays. They don't have anybody. They don't show who they would have for the Mariners, and it's a 7:03 Central start. Nice, very nice. I mean, come on, Mariners. Let's get to the World Series. Never been to the World Series, and I've never really rooted for the Mariners like I am right now. So maybe they needed me to push them over the edge. I definitely was not voting or rooting for them in the probably in the 90s. I liked them. I did like them in the 90s because Ken Griffey baseball. I just found out this week that so there's a range of ages of people that I work with, and there's definitely there's some younger guys in their 30s and even early 30s, late 20s, so we were just talking about whatever, and I was like, yeah, I've been rooting for them, to the Mariners, whatever, and then we were just talking, it's like, and everyone's like, yeah, it's Ken. I mean, even the younger kids, younger guys, they were kids, when Ken Griffey was still playing baseball, so he's not like it was, they knew he was. Oh yeah, and I was like, yeah, man, Ken Griffey Jr. baseball, and like, oh yeah, for like. I don't know which Nintendo they were saying because I had a regular Super Nintendo, and then we also had a Super Nintendo, and that was it. I didn't have any other Nintendos. And then we ended up getting a PlayStation at some point. Tiny hit another one? Are you kidding me? It's 4-0. Dude. Otani, home run. He's only hitting 200, but he's doing some crazy stuff. How about a Bowman Hobby, a Finest, and a Bowman's Breaker for 150 a spot? So the easiest way to do it, I'd probably say not, just because I would have to think about the Finest because I really don't even know. I'd have to think about what I paid for it, and I haven't put them in breaks in a bit, because I know for a Breakers Delight, I'm at 400. I could go a little cheaper on the price if people are paying me directly, and I could take out that, a little bit of my fees. I have to do the math, so that'd be, it'd just be a few bucks off that. So this normally would be charging $66. The $350 for this, so that's pretty close to that. 300 would be, I don't even know. So I don't know. 150 may be kind of low. I'd probably be losing money at that point, to be honest with you. No. So, because 150, that's pretty much $50 a box, right, on average. And if I have to charge $350 divided by 6, that's 58. And that's on the lower end of the boxes. So yeah. That's why Nala's been like at 180 for a lot of his divisional breaks, depending on what he's in there. I was in one last night; it was 185. So yeah, yeah. Like, these boxes are expensive though. That's all right. So if we had like flagship stuff, that's where we could, which I don't know what I have, like a Series 2, a Series 1 jumbo or something. I don't think cheaper stuff, where it's $200 to $300 a box ish. You could get in a divisional break, and right now, honestly, I don't even know what I'm in for these for. Yeah, I'd have to think about it. I'd probably have to go look at my Tops account. I think I bought these for Tops. Don't even know. I don't know. I haven't put one in a break in a while. Yeah, this is just a side hustle hobby. I don't have like sheets of stuff like, oh yeah, here's my sales sheet. I just know Bowman Chrome because we've been doing Bowman Chrome. I know that right now. 2018 update, Jumbo Box, let's do it. Yeah. What? $400 a division? Is that what we're talking about for a 2018 update jumbo? That's probably on the low end, or somewhere around there, probably. $400, $500 a pop. I don't even know what a 2000. I know like a 2018 update hobby is around 1,000-ish, I believe. Jumbo, I'm not sure. That would be cool. I'd rip it. But yeah, I ain't got none of that. I was not opening cards, unfortunately, in 2018. Stand by, y'all. And we're back. We're back. Sorry, wife called on their way home. The games were running late, so I didn't end up staying for the second game because the 7 o'clock game just started. It's 9 o'clock now, and the second varsity game is slated for 9 o'clock. So they're 2 hours behind. So they're like, we're not staying for the second match. All right. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be looking at for like on a lot of these Bowman stuff. Even the Topps Finest. Again, I don't even know what I paid for this. It's in the tier 1. What you would be at? Don't know. But yeah, Bowman for sure. Yeah, all those you're looking at minimum 55-ish a box minimum. That would be on the low. for those Bowman Chrome, and this I don't even know what I'd be at, to be honest with you. I wasn't planning on doing this. I just figured Nala brought it up, so. But it is kind of, I mean, I am glad to see actually go through what I have, because I didn't know what all I have. So I actually, in the stock, I got 3 of these, and then I got 4 the lights. I didn't know. I have more than I thought, which is good. That means, like I said, less money I have to put out to buy more boxes. So I already have boxes. Got my last logo. I got my last Chrome Jumbo, my last Finest. I got a handful more Tier 1. I'll probably put a mixer up. I've been thinking about doing some sort of mixer. Especially for the World Series coming up in that week. Hopefully, maybe because I'll be off work, we can maybe do some fun mixers. So probably a lot of this stuff will get put in there. So like, this and maybe some Chrome, some Bowman Chrome. I don't have any regular Bowman. Something like this, just throwing something extra in there. You get 1 rookie auto. There's some good rookies in here. Obviously, there's Bo, Blue Bob, Alvarez. I'm not sure who all of it is, but pretty sure those 3 are all rookies in this. He was a rookie before, obviously, well before that. But some good rookies in there, autos. And you get 1 rookie autograph per box on those. Just something I picked up for fun. What are those packs you bought from Vintage Stock a couple months ago for around $30? I honestly don't know. It may have been some 24 Chrome, maybe. It may have been 24 Chrome. I did buy some sort of Bowman from them too. They just were a good price. Like normally, like those packs should have been about 50 at current price, and they had them for 30. That's why I bought the ones they had. I think it was a Bowman product. I don't know which one it was. It could have been like 24 draft or 20. It was a good year thing. I was like, I'm gonna get these because there's some bangers in this. I know I did buy some Chrome update as well, yes, but I don't know if that was the latest one. But I know at one point I did buy some Chrome update from them. I think the last one I did was some sort of Bowman product where I bought some packs. And I still got it. I got some of the hits. I think I got an auto. It just wasn't great. Yeah, one of these. One more 24 Topps Japan. My stock's kind of low. I don't have a ton. At least not what I would like to have. It would be fun if I could just always have stuff like from years past, and I could just throw some fun breaks together. Kind of like I like those mystery boxes. So what's his name? What's his name that does the rookie explosion box? Phil. I like how he does this too, because it's kind of like, oh, this person just did something, right? Like these rookies are hot right now, so that's when he'll kind of like, okay, put these in there to make them fun. Hey, there's some of the chases are kind of relevant for what's going on at the time. Not every box or every pack is that way, but usually at least a few of the. So that's kind of fun, if I could have like, oh man. Like if I had more 22 stuff, or especially with Cal in there, right? Cal's hot right now. If we had more stuff like that 22 Stadium Club, it has Cal in there. It's kind of fun, but it'd be cool if I had some other stuff. Some like regular 23 Chrome, because he's in that. But just 22. If I said 23, I meant 22. So would be cool if I did. Yeah, if I just had like a huge stash that I could pull from, but I don't. Chase Showtime during World Series. It's Martell kind of comes and goes. I go in there every once in a while. I haven't been there in a while because there for a while when I was looking for the Bowman blasters, the 25 Bowman blasters. I would go into the lids just to look, and then like Barnes and Noble, and then I'd also would go up to the vintage stock. It's not called vintage stock at the mall; it's called something else, but it's vintage stock, just called something else. So I just would go check it out, but they would even sometimes have good boxes. It's just sometimes those boxes were overpriced. Like they have like sealed boxes as well. They have packs of stuff, but also they usually will have sealed boxes, but they're like market style prices. I mean, they don't update them that often, so you could get lucky. And that's like when I bought those $30 packs, it said $30 on the sticker. But when they actually in the system were charging, they were like 50 something. So I saved like $20+ a box. So Bowman Blast, and that's not a bad price, to be honest with you. $35. It's more than what you could get them from Walmart or Target, but good luck finding them. And $35 that's a cheap price, because there was one hobby store that would have them for $35. They had quite a few, and I did buy once from them for a break. But then a lot of the other places were $40, $45, because they were very good. They were very popular. So, and they produced the hits. I mean, they're 25 Bowman blasters 25 Bowman is really good, but the blasters were incredible for value. I wish I could have had tons of those, because every time if I could find a stash for a decent price, like at least 8 or so of them in a stash, and then maybe, or like 10 or half a case. It was, for a fair price, and I could just have a fun break. I may not make much money on it, but it's just a fun product to rip. And the shot that you have in those, it's just pretty, big ceiling for a fairly cheap price. And just since they had so many hits, just took 1 or 2 hits, and someone, it was crazy. I got 2 megas of 25 Bowman at Barnes & Noble today for $50. Bowman Chrome or Bowman? Hopefully Bowman Chrome. The 25 Bowman megas are awful. I'm hoping you're meaning Bowman Chrome. What's up, Game Day? 1 hitter and 7 Ks. I knew he struck out the side in the first, hit the home run, and I saw he hit the long one out of the park. Now dude, his stuff's probably going nuts right now. Like, list your Otanis right now, man. List them all. I got a couple nice Otanis, a couple rookies. Nothing crazy. I had one rookie that I think at one point was valued at about $1,500 ish. No, maybe not quite that much. $800. I can't remember. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, maybe like one time, a long time ago, it was maybe at some point. But it was a heritage image variation that I had. Your doggy is a strong beast. Almost injured your arm. You're wrestling. Regular Bowman. Nick Kurtz was in regular Bowman. Oh, was it a prospect, Nick Kurtz? Or does he have his first? Does he have his first in Bowman? I know he was quick. Remember, it's been a while since I've opened Bowman. Nick Kurtz first, was that in Bowman? Or is it draft, 24 draft? Just a prospect? Okay. Yeah, because he was in 24 draft, is that right? Because he was in the 24 draft. Yeah, so he was probably, obviously in the top picks. Second overall pick, is that what he was? I remember. I want to say he was a pitcher drafted first. Or was it Nick? I don't even know. I'm not a guru of the draft. Who's pointing to greet your cat in the yard? 90 pound. Oh, well. I have a lab as well, and he's about $120. He's just big on his own. He's overweight. He's not like, I mean, he's not like, oh my goodness, that dog's way overweight, but he's just a big boy on his own. When we got him, he was the last of the litter, and they're like, he's gonna be big like his dad. He's got huge paws, so we knew he was gonna be big. And yeah, he's a big boy. But it's a lab. But he's the nicest dog in the world. Loves anybody and everybody. He's getting a little older. He may bark every once in a while at like the horse that's it. He doesn't bark at the horse no more. Every once in a while, someone will ride a horse. Yes, I live out in the middle of nowhere, and people will be horses. Someone just riding a horse down the street, and that would freak him out there for a while. I don't think he barks anymore. I don't think it does anymore. That was one of the few things he would bark at, was that horse walking down the road. Liz Collins. Wow. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I have no clue. I mean, it's a nice card. I mean, I don't know what that would go for. I mean, yeah. I mean, and Otani stuff sells, and that's a very rare one, and it's kind of cool. The red. Um, that's. I don't think that's. I mean, it's not some crazy like you know, chrome image variation type thing that people are really seeking after, but it's still a very nice card because it's Otani, so definitely doesn't have a high value compared to other ones. But it's not like the. I mean, it is a great insert. It's one of the best inserts from flagship that you can get, so that as well. But it's just not like it's a mainstream, image variation red parallel or a red parallel base card. But that's still, those are out of 5. But Dodgers have not won yet. Otani has 2 home runs, and I guess going to win the Cy Young in this game as well. Where we at? Top of 6. Otani's at 84 pitches, 9 Ks. He's at 5 1/3 innings with 9 Ks. Yeah, he's gonna have double digit, 2 home runs and double digit. It's 4-0, 4-0, top of 6. He's 1 strike away from double digit strikeouts. Also having 2 home runs. So anybody that says Judge is better is crazy. Judge may be a little bit better hitter. I mean, Otani's a great hitter too. Judge, I can buy into that. That yes, Judge. Basically, last couple years, Judge has proven that he is one of the greatest hitters. But he's not up there striking out 10 in the playoffs versus a potent offense. Which, I mean, everybody's beating up on the Brewers right now on the Dodgers bump. But yeah, it's over. They have no shot. They're did he get it? Oh, I was behind. Oh, he did strike him out. I was behind. He did strike him out. Rush to ring. But then it went to it popped up and it showed Jackson Cheerio flied out in the first pitch. I missed it. I'm going to look. Yeah, 10 Ks, 6 innings, 1 hit, 2 walks, 10 Ks. It's not even fair. Greatest baseball player. Sorry, Yankees fans. Yankees fans are you see it during. I mean, Yankees fans are loud. I mean, every fans are loud, but Yankees are very loud and can be obnoxious, especially online. But that's just anybody online too. If your people are posting stuff online and putting comments in, you're kind of just obnoxious, anyways. We all are to an extent, but it's not even close. It's not compared. Judge is way better. And don't even say, oh, but he pitches. I'm like, yeah, he hits 50 home runs, and he pitches 10 innings in the playoffs. And not like he hasn't pitched before, because he has, and pitched very successfully. So, yeah, it's there's no conversation. Who is better? Yeah. Yeah. I think we just put that to rest tonight in the playoffs. 2 home runs in 1 game and 10 strikeouts. Has that ever happened before? Has it even happened where a pitcher, I mean, obviously a pitcher back in the day, right? If they were batting in the NL, but it ran into a home run and had 10 strikeouts. Not 2, probably. And more in like, I mean, yeah. That's crazy. All right, well, so probably maybe over the weekend at some point if I have time. So I've been at volleyball doing line judge. I like doing line judge. It's kind of fun. I'm pretty good at it. I got eagle eyes. But man, maybe I'll try to put up a mixer. You kind of saw what I had. I don't have a ton. I can have some stuff, but not nearly as much cool stuff as I would like to have, especially do some multi-years. So I'll probably, something like this, it adds, some stuff with some other, some good rookies in that, and it's fairly inexpensive. I got it for a decent price, so therefore I can, just throw it in pretty cheap, relatively. So be having those, especially now since update got pushed back a couple weeks. Not that it was coming out, it was still due out in about 10 days from now. 12 days, I guess. It was the 29th. Yeah. Josh, do you have any signed memorabilia that you collect? I know you have signed cards. I don't really collect that kind of stuff. No. If you look behind me, let me get my screen up here. So that's Salvi right there. I did get that signed by Salvi. Me and 2 of my kids, when we went to the beginning of 24, we went to the fan fest, whatever, for the Royals, like in April or like probably even before then, like in February or something like that, and March, before the season started. And that's where I got my Bobby signed, my mullet, which is now a 10-10 N10. It's beauty. And then my son got his blue black gold signed that he pulled at the National. He had that signed. My daughter actually gave him the card to sign. I let my kids do it because I didn't think my daughter was going, because she was and then she's like, I don't want to go. And so pretty much I bought her. I didn't buy her the MV or the VIP ticket, because they didn't have any more, I think, left. So I just bought a regular ticket. And then they were like, oh yeah, you can, kids can go. And if you don't have that many, you just won't be able to, you can only get you can only get two autographs from Mike Bobby. You can only get 2 because they were in the VIP room or something that night. They switched it around, but anyways, so we can only get 2. I had a Bobby jersey. I would have liked him to sign too, but we went with the cards. I really wanted that signed, and then I let my son get his card signed, and then we went and got Salvi and some other guys too, just on pieces of paper. And Salvi signed a card. Didn't come out that great. Actually, it's funny. It's just in a random pile back here. Maybe. It didn't turn out that great. It's very streaky. You can see that would not grade well. But it's just a cool one. The printer's proof. It's a cool image of Salvi. It was just when I was just going through some of the Salvi stuff I had. That's a cool one. That could be signed. So we had him sign that, and then he signed my jersey up there. It's like a real jersey, like a nice jersey. He signed it like in a silver pin on the blue. So no, I don't really collect that. No, I don't go to my way to like buy stuff or anything. I mean, if I have something, sure. But I don't. No, not something I'm into. Into. Is it cool if I get one? Yeah, but I'm not gonna go I'm not gonna spend $500 on a signed Bobby Witt jersey. It's not something I'm gonna do. I would be super interested, if I had the money to spend the two grands on if I was at a game, because sometimes they'll sell stuff like game used, and if it was a cool moment or something like that, Bobby did something cool, and you could buy it for like $2,500. That would be cool. I would definitely think that's cool if it had dirt on it or whatever, and it's right, it's authenticated, it's from that game, and like you were at it and you just had that kind of money. 100% I'd be into that. I think that would be cool, right? You could put that on your wall, you know, and then, but yeah, hey, remember we were at the game, whatever, and Bobby did that, you know, had the cycle or something crazy. Obviously, it'd probably go for more than that much, and they probably wouldn't sell that there. Probably that would be not that maybe. Then maybe they would because they capitalized on it, sell it for 10 grand or something like that. People would be pay it. There's people with money, and they would pay it to have that. The jersey Bobby wore when he got a cycle or something. But yeah, because they have a store at the Kaufman where it's all like game, like authentic game use stuff that they have, all kind of balls, lots of jerseys. I mean, pants too, which I don't want pants, but jerseys usually, and some of them are signed, some aren't. But like if it's a Bobby Witt, it's like thousands of bucks, $1,500 minimum. But a lot of times are dirty and kind of, so it's kind of cool. And it has a date on it. It's all like, okay, authenticated. It was this, he wore it during this game. I did not. I saw he had that, but I was at volleyball. It's really bad internet. I mean, I think at this tournament, there's like 200 teams at this tournament. And so there's a lot of people on the networks, and then it's in this big building that's made of concrete. And so it's just not, it's crazy. Sometimes I was on the bleachers and I moved 5 feet against a big concrete wall. And just this one spot, I was able to text. I was texting score updates to my father-in-law. They were in Idaho, so they weren't able to come to the tournament. So it's like, hey, I couldn't catch the live stream or whatever. It wasn't working. And so I was like, so he's like, hey, text me. Okay, I'll try. And I was sitting on the bleachers and like wasn't working. So I was like, let me go find this spot because I had found it earlier. I was on that same wall in a different part of the building. I mean, not that far from it, and it was not that great. But this one spot, I was just like, oh, dude, I could be streaming Netflix right now, or something live. So, no, I did not though. Was it anything special, or was it just a Nolan Ryan jersey, or was it like I don't know anything about those. I know they have them, those under wrap autographed jerseys, but I don't know if they have anything like, if they're like, are they game used, some of them, or not? Some of them have more different, better inscriptions, or there's some are more unique. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't watch. I get updates because I'm part of his membership club, whatever. I'm a hitter, slammer. So I got the notification. May have been late. I did see it, and I was like, oh, that's cool. But yeah, I spent all my baseball card money with Nala last night, the last couple weeks. Yeah. So, actually, I'm not getting paid right now. Speaking of, what's going on? Are we going to open this government? I have not been paying any attention to it because I'm on vacation doing stuff. Hopefully soon, because it would be nice to get paid again. I think I'm supposed to get paid here soon. I don't even know. Payday. So other ways. I mean, technically, we get paid on Thursdays. I just don't ever see the money for like 5 days. Oh, yeah, a week away, yeah, from the next the 23rd is the next time they cut the check. We'll see. I would probably actually be tempted just to grow a mustache and not to shave it, or I didn't shave for a couple days, and like it just was like, I mean, I don't grow anything fast. It doesn't grow fast, but it was like you could see it, and it was just like kind of at a phase where it's whatever. It wasn't horrible, but like Yeah, so I shaved it off this morning. But I would, I think it doesn't grow fast. My mustache doesn't grow too fast. It'd be interesting. It'd be probably embarrassing how slow it would grow. But yeah, because who knows how many games the World Series is going to last? But the Dodgers in it, and this may be a 4-game series. But they've lost 1 game this postseason. Isn't that right? 1 game. Yeah. Obviously, I mean, they killed the Reds. It was 1 game. The Reds kind of like got some runs late after being down huge. Kind of made it interesting. But let's just go to the postseason. Let's see here. I thought they lost. Which game did they lose? Didn't they lose one of the Phillies? Yeah, they won 3-1 versus the Phillies. Won the first 2, and then they lost, and they're about to probably sweep the Brew Crew. Ohtani's still in the 7th. They got 2 on. It was I don't have it on live, but he walked, and then Christian, and then William got a single. Anyways, guys, I think we'll probably be done. Yeah, when we could do divisionals. Like I said, unfortunately I don't have price for this or this at all. I have not. I've had one of these on a break recently, like a couple weeks ago. But honestly, I don't remember. I don't even know what I'm charging for those. I don't remember what I paid. I have to look. I know Bowman Chrome, what I got to be charging, because that's new and fresh. I know those. That's a problem. Like, I'll remember these. That's why I always tell myself, I'll remember. I don't remember. At one point, for like a week, I did start a spreadsheet when I was buying some stuff. I'm like, okay, I bought these at this price, where I know what I paid for them. And then, yeah. So I bought some of these originally, and then they were so good, I bought some more, I think at a little bit higher price. What that is at this point, I don't know. I'm a moron. And then these, I'm pretty sure I bought some tops. So I think I can go find out what I paid for those after tax and everything. So for like a divisional, I could get a price. But I'll probably put a little mixer together for sometime this weekend. Maybe tomorrow night. Maybe Sunday. We can watch, see if the Mariners are going to clinch, get to the World Series, and have fun. Yeah, I'm not a true Mariners fan. I'm just being a bandwagon fan because I do like, obviously, Julio. But I've always had some sort of affinity for him. My days as a young baseball fan, they were Ken Griffey. A-Rod came up, So it's like kind of my second team ish. Since my Royals ain't in the playoffs, I said, let's go M's. We're rooting for them. I got a couple hats now. Got this sweet one. Then the actual just new traditional Seattle logo, the S and the compass, pretty sweet. So, anyways, be looking out for a post here on the YouTubes for a break. The link to the website. Hopefully. Tani is coming out. Yes, he is coming in. Hard Vibe City. I don't even know what that even means. Hard Vibe. But yeah, I mean, yeah, if I move somewhere from Kansas City, okay. If I moved to New York, I probably would not become a New York fan. Would not adopt them, right? But if I moved to, like, let's say even like Miami, I could be a Miami Marlins fan. And then if I moved to, okay, if I moved to Houston, I would not be a Houston fan either. I just can't be. It wouldn't be but there's a lot of teams that I would get behind and like, okay, I'll root for them. I mean, if them winning is a detriment to my Royals, I would not be rooting for them, right? If we're in a playoff race, try and get there, and that team, if I moved to Cincinnati Reds, somehow they were playing a team that, well, that wouldn't work because, well, no, because I guess there could be a team I'd want to win, maybe in a certain situation, I guess, right? There's some sort of weird three-way going on, and okay, we need this team to lose and this team to win, and that way we have the tiebreaker versus, in this situation, and I guess, right? And that, right? And then I'm like, okay, I'm rooting for the Reds to lose. But obviously, to be in a National League team is not quite the same. But anyways, put me in a American League city, Las Vegas. I had to move to Las Vegas because that's where one of the new super centers is, and and the A's are there, right? I'd root for the A's. Heck yeah, I'd definitely. A's is the team I get behind, right? It's a different division too, than the Royals. That's why the Mariners, right? I can root for them a little bit. I can be friends. I can be friends. Like, okay, yeah, hey, good job. I'm rooting for you. But not when it came to my Royals, right? If it's any way had an effect on my Royal standing, no, not rooting for them. So. Adding lots of cool weather and beautiful. Yeah, I would, yeah, that kind of weather. I dig that kind of weather. I mean, there's pros and cons to all kinds of weather. I will say that, and we get it all here. It gets freaking hot. Gets freaking muggy. It gets cold. It's windy and cold. We have, it's snow with some ice. It's not huge snow around here typically, but I could dig that kind of weather for sure. I personally could. Like that temperature. I love fall and spring around here. Love fall. But it's relative cold. Like, how cold is it in Seattle? Like, we get cold here, right? I mean, we'll be in the negatives. Every year we get down to the negatives for a week at a time, typically. Sometimes it's even longer. We have a spell where it's like -10 for like a week straight. And negative, it's like we don't see above 0. And it's windy and it's snowy and we get like a little bit of everything. I mean, not every year we're not getting necessarily tons of cold. It's year by year, but it's here, and then it's hot, muggy. But there's some pros to that though. There's some nice things about it. It's kind of but I would dig a place where it was. Like the Seattle weather, that's my kind of weather. I definitely say that's Hawaii. There's another place, right? It does get hot there, but it's like it's an island, so it's breezy. It's very, very a constant climate. Obviously way warmer than Seattle, but. There's mountains, obviously. You can go up. It's cold up there. One day we went up to the mountains. It was cold. I think, yeah. There's snow on them, on the big island. But it was, big temperature change up. Obviously, it's mountains. What's up, Jake? What's going on? Just saying my goodbyes. Probably another 20 minutes of goodbyes. Opened up a few megas. I picked up a mega of a Bowman Chrome from Walmart. I got a Paul Skeens out of 100, and then I got my package from Topps replacing the X-Fractors from that whole case of megas where they were a lot of the boxes were missing the megas. And then they gave me 2 bonus megas. So I opened those, got a couple of number cards and a nice logo board. Fun stuff. I do. That was actually the biggest onus of going live was the M's were down. And like, I need to go live. We're gonna rally. And then so I was upstairs talking to my boy about stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go down there. And by the time I got down here, Cal hit the home run. I'm like, God crap, come on. And then they get guys on, and then right as I went to go live, I had the music playing with my little intro page, and then they hit the grand slam. I'm like, crap, I'm late. Um, so, but you're welcome, M's fans. I mean, I'm gonna take the credit because I have never rooted for the Mariners like I am right now. So, in the hats, hey, you guys are doing it yourself too. Got some M tats. Actually, a Yankees fan helped out for one of my M tats. So, hey, I'm rooting for. I love the Mariners to win the World Series. And then selfishly, I would love to see Julio get the MVP. There's a couple cards of his that I would sell. He had a baller of a World Series, got the MVP. Maybe time to sell those. World Series MVPs, and Andy's already got a name, right? He's a big name player, right? Got a lot of hype still. He's only 24. Sometimes the MVP is like a guy, like just a guy that's been in the major league for 6-7 years and just kind of had a good series. So. Suarez with 4 slams this year. Well, none bigger than this one tonight. That was a big one. That was huge. And then just kind of put away, Only need 3 outs. You got a 4-run lead. That was money. I'm just disappointed I wasn't really watching the game. I was on, but I was distracted doing stuff, and I just heard, "Oh, and there it goes." And then I look up, and it was in right field, right? Pretty sure it was in right field. I can't even remember now. I was frantic. I'm like, okay, crap, moving stuff, and I accidentally muted my mic. and I went live finally. I was talking, then I noticed the red. I'm like, yeah, teary-eyed, huh? Yeah, Thomas, I agree with that. I like that. Yeah, I do like their colors too. They look nice. Yeah, that's definitely true. And I will say this: their cards, like this purple, I really actually like getting purple parallels, like these purple chromes, and like the teal ones with their colors. I think they look really good. Like that. Like normally, I don't care for the teal. I don't care for the purple. I love the blue. Right, blue is everybody loves blue. Blue is just everyone's favorite color, right? For baseball cards. I don't know. The blue out of 150 is way better than the green. But purple with their jerseys and like the teal colors, and like just with like their color scheme and everything, this always pop. I have a couple of teals. I have a 24 chrome, I think, of his, and a teal. It's just a sweet looking card. I bought it from Peds. I got it graded. I think it should be a 10. I got a 9. I remember looking at it afterwards. You could see like a fingerprint or something. 3 for Ohtani now. 3 home runs, 10 Ks. Yeah. But yeah, blue. Yeah. Blue is just yeah, everyone loves blue, right? And then green is just like low number. It's at a 99, but it's green. It just doesn't care the same. Like I'm pretty sure like a blue Bobby auto sells for more than a green Bobby auto in chrome because it's blue. That's why. I mean, don't quote me 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure at one point I remember seeing the blues go for crazy amounts because there's a blue. Because people like blue, and it's royal, so it's also it's a color match. So it's not only a more preferred color than the green overall. When it's a color match, it's just better. It's just better. like I said, I still got about 10 more minutes for my goodbye. So, but yeah, definitely. I'll try to put some sort of mix together. Um, maybe for tomorrow, maybe for Sunday night, probably actually. We can do a little watching of the game. It's a 7 o'clock game. I can go live around 7-ish to 8-ish. We can, I'll put it, maybe a mixer up. A little bit more expensive one. Bowman Chrome Megas are, dude, yeah, they're pretty good. Um, I wish I still had some regular Bowman too, because the regular Bowman, that stuff's getting more expensive. But obviously, the Bowman, yeah, a great mixer. For I could do a fun if I could get like a case of another case like the Megas for the Bowman Chrome and like a case of the Blasters for regular. We could have a fun couple really nice cheaper mixers of retail mixers. Do like half a case of each together, and it's still relatively cheap. And it's just a fun. I mean, there's just lots of stuff. I mean, because coming out of half a case of Bowman Blasters, you're getting like 25 hits. And it's crazy. Like maybe even more than that, like 28 hits. Those Bowman Blasters are they hit. That would be fun. Again, I don't have those. Again, I don't. Yeah, would be sweet if I could just when stuff comes out, I could buy like 5 cases of stuff, do some fun breaks, have some stuff in reserve, and then okay, and then as we move on, like at this time, and there's kind of a lull in the releases, bust some more of that stuff out. Good stuff. Of course, then also, let's say if I was doing that kind of stuff, and what about if I would have bought like let's say 5 cases, 4 or 5 cases of the Bowman Megas, I ended up selling this. So that would have sucked, right? I would have these cases of this bad product. I just would have had to probably just would have lost a chunk of money on them because I just would have done it for a cheap price. Because when we did the first half of that dumb Bowman Mega uh, case, we right then I'm like, hey guys, that's if you were in this one, I'm gonna sell it. I don't know what the price was, but it was way cheaper, pretty much to where either I broke even on that second half. I think I actually lost money on the second half. I made a little bit on the case, maybe type thing. It would have sucked if I would have had 4 more cases of that. But again, that's also most of the time, stuff's good. Um, but I did wait a little bit on pulling the trigger on the Bowman Chrome Megas because I was a little iffy after Bowman because that happens. Usually those are pretty good, but some years they are bad. There's just sometimes, oh man, this year sucks with this set. But pull the Mookie Mojo blue out of 150. Nice. What did you? Oh, out of your Bowman Megas. Okay. I normally when I hear Mojo, I don't. Obviously, right now it's real easy for me to relate to the Bowman Megas, but normally I think of Mojo. I think of the silver packs. That's just my first thought. That's more my speed. Flagship stuff. Getting those silver packs and opening those. Those are the Mojos I always think of. So I was like, oh, what's that? But yes, I know you bought those Bowman. It's not normally my first thought when I think of Mojos, especially if you said Mookie, right? So it's like Mookie. I think then for sure, if obviously you would have said one of the big prospect names, I would have obviously known. But I was thinking flagship update. Have we heard a reason why update's been pushed back? I didn't ever even see the post that they made or that on blowout forums, whatever. I didn't see. I just heard about it that night. I know, but I don't. I never heard if Tops came out with a reason. Probably not. I don't know why they would. But I didn't know if maybe they made a post. I mean, it's only 2 weeks. It's only 2 weeks, so it's kind of interesting. I kind of wonder what they maybe if they like went back and maybe added something. Yeah, maybe or it delayed it because really, I mean, Fanatics is pretty big, right? They print a crap ton of cards, and they're just gonna start printing a crap ton more cards with basketball. more basketball, more football stuff. Now they have a license, they're gonna be pumping way more of that stuff out. The printing companies are giving tops also. I mean, obviously the Pokemon and all the other stuff, sure, a lot of those too, but Fanatics is just getting bigger. They're gonna, they're gonna be printing more and more cards. I don't think that would have been in like a 2 week delay this last bit. Maybe they try to rush something else in. But even then, right, I mean, again, I don't know how it all works. I would assume that, those stuff, right, is all ready to go way in advance of actually shipping, right? Like, okay, right, because I've already sold it. I already did the pre-release. Did the pre-sale of it, and they didn't say anything then. So it's not like, oh, right. It's like so something between now and then changed, right? It's like, oh, it was only like a month between that, not even quite a month, I think, right? Because it was the very beginning of October when they had the pre-sale, and it was the end, the 29th. So what happened between? You would have thought, right, when they did the pre-sale, hey, we're ready to ship. You would think, I would think, right? And normally it's a lot of times pre-sale, it's only a couple weeks or a week even with stuff. Sometimes it's longer, but Memphis, I did. I was late to that party because I was at work and I kind of forgot about. I mean, I could have like, hey, I'm gonna take a break at this time at 11, but sometimes also work. Just I'm not. I got to do work. It's just stuff happens at the wrong time, and I'm stuck doing stuff. I can't take a break. Whatever. That's another story for another day. Um, but I just totally spaced. And I was like, oh crap, and I didn't get to like 11:40 or something like that. Um, and all they had were hobbies. So I got hobbies. I didn't get the cases were all gone of everything. Jumbos were gone. I wanted jumbos. I love jumbos. So I got some hobbies. I pre-ordered some hobbies. Um, it sucks now because I think now I think it's going to be expensive. I think it's going to double in price. It's already doubled in price on the secondary market. I haven't looked at the jumbos. I don't know exactly what those are going for as far as if, but they're probably pushing double now already. Yeah, it's release people have been waiting for. It seems like it's good print run release, so it's makes it even more when it's a good checklist, more highly sought after. So it's all compounding. I don't think it's going to be 24 level, 24 update level, but I do think it's going to be. I think it's going to get up there. I think that and the update Chrome are not going to be cheap, but we'll see. It depends what they've done, right? There's always stuff that we don't know about that's in there, some extra cool chases, and like them here. So maybe like like a week before, they're like, oh hey, also look for this new thing, type thing that they just didn't announce. A lot of it's been cool stuff. A lot of cool stuff, gimmicky, but still cool stuff. Where it's that's a cool thing. I like that. People like it. No, I have not, Jake. It's been a bit. I have a stack. So I actually right here. So they had that 10/10 special. I had a small stack. I got a couple autos. I'm still waiting for Ray's auto. I'm about to call Tops again. Next week, I'm going to call them again because now it's been another 2 weeks, 2+ weeks. So I have a couple autos, one mine, else's, and I have some other cards that are some of mine, some coworkers, some other people that I was going to do at a little bit higher level. But I thought I'd get $10 off, but it wasn't till like it was too high of a level. I misread it. I thought it said some level. And that's okay. I'm willing to pay that extra. It was like only $7 more or something like that than what I would normally been paying at like the cheapest I could pay without doing bulk. Just without any kind of minimum. So I had like 8 cards that I was going to send and they're nicer cards, some nicer cards. I had it ready to go, and then I was trying to apply the coupon that they had that day, and it's like this order doesn't qualify. I'm like, what? It does. And then I went and looked at it again, but oh crap, I did misread it, and it was the wrong service level. It was one service level too high. Like I'm not paying that much money for to get these graded. I'm like, nah, I'm not paying that because it was way too much. So I no, I have some other, and I have another stack that I was like, these are cards that I didn't send. So like that, I don't know if I'm going to send this yet. It does got an issue. I'm like, I don't know why I would even send it. It's going to be a 9. That this it's not gonna gem because of the back. I pulled this myself, and so that pulled that. I bought that. I pulled that. I pulled that recently. I bought that. I think I bought that. I may have bought this, possibly, or pulled it. I can't remember. Pulled that recently ish. I mean, I don't know. I mean, so, but those are the cards I'm like, I'm not going to spend, 30 something bucks to get these graded. But the other cards, I was like, okay, these are some kind of cooler cards I wouldn't mind getting back. And some of them aren't mine. That I'm kind of like, okay, yeah, I'll get these sent off. But I've been waiting for a deal, like a bulk thing. It's gonna have enough maybe for a nice bulk one, or even just like at a certain level. And I thought that 10/10 day was the thing where they had $10 off per card up to like 10 cards pretty much. It was like $110 off you could get. And it was still too much. I thought it was gonna be like just like 30 something ish. Because right now I think it's like if you don't submit via the bulk, I think it's like 25 or 26 bucks per card. Um and for bulk you have to have 20. So I'm like, I don't quite have um and bulk actually is bulk even more. I don't even know what's going on with PSA, to be honest with you. I wish I would have let my membership lapse. I thought I was going to submit an order, and I was like, okay, I'll update it, because I thought I was about to send an order, mainly since like I was going to send all those autographs, and I've been delayed now like 2 months because Topps kind of sucks at times. Um, yeah. So yes, no, that's the answer. No, that was my. But I always have a long answer. That was a long one. You're welcome. Yeah, yeah, I think they just announced something about Chrome update. I don't know if they announced a pre-sale date. I don't know. But yeah, yeah, and if don't, I've had my membership for PSA for a couple years. Normally, I let it lapse, and then just okay. When I'm ready to submit another order, I whatever. But it was like okay, I knew it was. I'm like, okay, Actually, I'm going to send an order. So I think it was I may have actually sent an order. I may have got an order back since then. Actually, I may have sent one right around then when I possibly. I don't remember, but I wish now. I think actually I wouldn't have, because I don't. I think I did. I don't think I've actually had to submit an order since I re-upped it. Yeah, so I definitely, yeah, wish anyways. But yeah, yeah, Chrome update. Yeah, just like, so there's Chrome, and there's Chrome update. So Chrome, um, just so you, most people in here know, but I can answer questions. I was an idiot at one point too. I didn't know anything. Um, that was about 2 years ago for me. Well, 3 years ago now. 3 years ago. Um, Game Day, I love you. I'm just kidding. No one's. I'm Sometimes I feel like my sarcasm should just come straight through, but maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. So Chrome there's Chrome update for flagship. There's Series 1 and Series 2, which is technically the same set. It's Series 1 and Series 2 of 24 Topps baseball. And then there's 24 update as a separate set. But so if you look on PSA, if you have a card from Series 2, like a base card, um, it will just say 24 Topps card number whatever, right? Um, here's an example right here. So this right here, this 22, this is from 22 Series 2, but we call it that, but it's really just 22 Topps. It's all it is. Series 1 and Series 2, it's the same set. It's just 22 Topps. Sometimes there will be a designator just to make it obvious. And here's an example. I just was talking about a card. What card was I talking about? One of my autos. Oh, it's the card I moved right here. So just to make it obvious, this came from Series 2. I have an update one of these on the 87. It's from Update because 1987 has a set in each of the things and Series 1, Series 2, and Update. So they that one just so you know where this one came from, right? It does usually say series. Sometimes usually it does say, but anyways, so and so normally Chrome, it used to be a smaller set. Oh, whoops, wrong way. It used to be like only like a 200 card checklist, and then the last few years they keep adding it. And I think this year it was a 300 card checklist. So it kind of sucks, right? Because what that means is they're just adding more. I want to say crappy players. They're adding more crappy rookies we don't care about, and they're adding just more of those players that like okay, we don't need a Chrome card for everybody, right? And it really sucks now that they have the MVP buyback program since it's a 300 card checklist. So it's a 300 card checklist of that, which, and even like like, I think it was like maybe 330 cards and 22. I think that's so series one was 330, and I think series two, yeah, was 330, and then update was 330. And like this year, it was 350 for series one and series two, equaling 700. Update, there's 300, and then update, there was 300. There'll be 350 cards. That's what it was last year, too, I think, maybe. And then, but the last couple years, they keep increasing the print or the checklist. So I think, I want to say for 25 Chrome, it was 300. I think last year was maybe I don't know. It's been going up incrementally. I don't know what year it was. I think it was at one point like 200. I don't know what year that was, but the last few years, it's been increasing incrementally. And this year it was 300. So that just makes it harder to pull these buybacks, which kind of sucks. Like if you do your Bowman, if you want, like that's why like Brett, right? I think that was one of the aggregate reasons why he's like, I'm not opening this year. I'm not going to open these because before he could get a case, he would did crap ton of cases because there was a smaller checklist, and then so therefore you're going to see more of these, right? More Otanis, more judges. But this year, having it being 300, you may even be getting less cards actually out of a box, probably a few more less cards. And then it's harder to get these. So you're not going to get as many from a case of blasters. That was what Brett did. He'd open a crap ton of cases. So then he would, right, hoping for some big hits, right? You get some big hits, awesome. But also you could get 400, maybe $500 or $600 in buybacks if you got a couple nice parallels. But it's too hard now. It's too hard. And they keep updating. So, anyways, but yes, again, there's the long answer. Yes, there is a Chrome update. That's the short answer. You just heard the long answer. You're welcome. And I don't know it all, but I've learned a lot. I have dove in since 22. Before that, I know little. Before 22, I've dabbled here and there. I've just been around enough to see stuff, and I know some just to be enough to be dangerous for older stuff. I'm approaching expert level for like newer stuff, ultra modern baseball stuff, tops. Um, Not on all the higher end stuff. I don't open that crazy stuff, Dynasty and that kind of stuff. I know some about it, but not that. But most of the other stuff, the normal stuff, even like Topps Finest, it's not something I'm necessarily know as much. I know a good about like when a new set comes out like this. I know quite a bit. I know more than most people, but most people know a lot about if you've been in it for a couple years about the flagship. I know more than most though, I'd say. Just because I open a lot, I do get into it. I like it. It's fun. I love flagship, so kind of that's more my thing. Um, so what is the card on the end? dark one with a black border. You're gonna have to which one game day? This one? It's not black. It looks blackish, but it's not black. If you're done with that one. Last one. Last question, then I'm done. Second row? Is it this one? This is the second row. This is, well, I mean, first row, second row, third row. That one. There we go. This is the SP from 22 Topps Chrome, but this is the Ben Baller version. Ben Baller typically, yes, is black, but this is not black because this is the orange Ben Baller. So this is the SP. This is the. All right, last lesson for the day. Game day. Game day. How long you been back in cards? I'm pretty. You were fairly new, right? I'm pretty sure you said that. And obviously about the questions, which is great. I like answering questions. I'm all day about it. So in 22 Topps Chrome, this is where, just so you know, this is where the MVP buyback came from, was partly because of this card. Partly because of this card, not the Ben Baller version. So in 22 Chrome, we were supposed to have these image variations for Bobby, Julio, I think maybe it was Torque, and a couple others maybe, or maybe just those three. I don't remember exactly because I didn't care about the rest. There was a few others. I'm pretty sure, like Hunter Green, but after the opening weekend, I think that release actually came out on a Friday. 22 Chrome. I'm pretty sure it came out on a Friday, and then people were ripping it through the weekend, and people were starting to realize we were not seeing the image variations of Bobby and Julio, and there's a few other guys no one cares about. Torque may have been one of them. Bobby and Julio is what people are looking for. So that's when then first Topps was like, ha, 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 not saying anything. Finally, by I think it was maybe Monday, finally, or late Sunday, they made a thing. And okay, yes, apparently we've had it. But they were in I know they were in the Hobby Lights and maybe something else. You could still pull them. But that's where they came up with that year. They end up having a silver pack just for that year's Topps Chrome. So then what they did is then they shipped out those to the local card shops, and then also the big retailers that had them, like Dave and Adams. So they probably just, hey, how many cases do you have? Okay, then you need to make sure you sell those with those, right? So if you go on now to Blowout or Dave and Adams, those two sites, I'm pretty sure they have the silver packs as well. So if you buy a 22 Topps Chrome Hobby or Jumbo, you'll get a silver pack, which has a shot at this. Also, they threw in a bunch of other cards. Like I got a Lewis Roberts Bowman Chrome rookie auto out of one of those from some of my silver packs. But anyways, so then as a kind of how crap we screwed up, that's when they invented the buyback program, which I still think it was kind of a, hey, we're going to do this. We're going to screw up. We're going to do it this way. And then we want to introduce this as a, hey, we're sorry, kind of like of a thing. Maybe, or maybe it was really just knee jerk PR, but it was great. No matter what, I like it. The MVP thing has been great. Mark, what's going on, man? So anyways, yeah. So this is that image, but this is from Ben Baller, which is a pretty expensive box for this year because it's got Bobby and Julio in it, which means it got expensive. I actually have a sealed box somewhere. It's one of the few things I've kept sealed. So I have that. But I bought this. I actually had two of these at one point. I bought these both. I bought both of them total for about $400. I think I sold the other one raw for $450. This was this was years ago. And then I got this one graded. It's a 10. So pretty much it's a pretty sweet card. I have no clue what it's worth. It's probably worth four figures of some sort, would be my guess. But I don't know. I'm not trying to sell it. So this could be a card though I would potentially be willing to sell if someone like made me an offer. I'm like, oh, that's a good price. I'll have to sell that. Since I bought this, I'm more partial to the stuff I pulled. There are some cards I've bought. Um, okay, I said it was the last one, but no, I can keep going. Um, Although it's cool because I have the regular Chrome. It's either regular Chrome or the Sonic Chrome. LP sent me one. He bought it, I think, or got it from a card shop. I think that because it wasn't in great condition, but it actually came back a 9, even though it had some issues with it. We kind of did a swap-ish type thing. I don't remember exactly. Um, but yeah, and I never obviously pulled it because never ran the silver packs. Um, but yeah, that's my only Chrome. No, not my only one. It was for a while, but I have a 9 base. I can't remember if it came from Chrome or Sonic, but it's, again, another story. But that's the Ben Baller. It's out of 25, in case I didn't say. It's 3 of 25. Hmm. I do like this wall. Um, Game day back in the day, I used to have just stacks of boxes, mainly different blasters that I had. That was my original wall. Was my just a collection of sealed blasters I just would have up. Then I switched to this at some point, and I've improved it over the last year or so plus since I've had it. Um, First it was just like a couple rows, and it was kind of more straight up and down ish. I'm trying to remember. I don't even remember now, to be honest with you, how I had it. And then I upgraded it, and I got something behind it, and then I added lights. Then I made it 3 rows when I upgraded my camera angle slightly. Yeah, I kind of like it. I mean, I don't think I'd ever seen anything like it. To be honest with you, I don't think so. I don't think some people would have some cards up there, or maybe some other kind of like stage type thing with cards. Um, I don't think I stole this from anybody. I think it was just my own thing. And then I've improved upon it. It's way better because I didn't have lights. And before, I'm trying to remember what the first iteration was. I know it was just, I didn't have this bottom row. I just had the 2 rows. And I'm trying to think of how I had it. Um, I know because now I have some thick, um, whatever it's called. Like, not, I want to say linoleum, but it's not linoleum, just whatever, clear plastic, thick stuff. There's a name for it. You can go buy it on Amazon. Um, and I didn't have that at first. I don't know what I did and how I did it. I think, oh, yeah, I know what I did. So I know what I did. I remember now. So the bottom row was on an angle like this, probably like that, about like that. And it leaned against the wall. And I just stuck the others flat on top. So it was like, here's the wall. Oh, here to show you. So the bottom card was like this, and then I just would stick the other one on it like this. That's how I first started. And then I was like, I just genius idea to get the plastic and to make it. I think this is actually my second iteration of the plastic. The first one I got was kind of flimsy. So I got a thicker one so it would be more sturdy and wouldn't bend like as you're touching it. And now it's like much better. I can put the lights back there. It's way sturdier. We don't I used to have cards fall all the time. And I've also had now it's 100% Julio, Bobby. Um, that's newer. I don't know, maybe 6 months ago I did that. Before that, it had a lot of Bobby and Julio, and then I've had like some of my other just PC cards up there, but it's been this mainly Bobby. I've changed a few cards out here and there as I got some new cards. Or just for fun. I'm going to swap it out, but I haven't touched it in a while. So there it is. That's just the fun, the lowdown for those that are newer. Your kid's a big Julio. Do you have any advice for us to invest in long term? He's 12 now. How much money do you got? Anyways, welcome in. Hey, Jeremy. What's up, man? I don't think have I seen you around here. Hit this up if you're new. Um, Maybe you've been around here for years and I'm just a moron. For me personally, I'm a big rookie kind of guy. But there's also, I mean, other cool cards you can get too, autographs, whatever. But I like rookie. I like variations. So I just would, I mean, figure out what you want to do. I mean, and his stuff's not cheap. I'll say that much. But I got some bangers. I got. Uh, I'm gonna show this card for sure. That's what I was talking about earlier. Check this card out. I bought this from Peds. I think it should be a 10. The card is great looking, but it's the Aqua Lava, and he's wearing that jersey. I mean, look at that. It's hard to see, but in person, dude, this card is just amazing. I love this card. I mean, and this is nothing. This is a third year card out of 199, but it's just a cool card. Because the color match, I do. Normally, I just mainly like the base. That's what most people are. But I will say for all of the different shimmers, glitters, popcorn, the lava is probably one of my other favorites. I like the shimmer too. Some of the shimmers aren't bad, but the lava just has a really unique look to it. So yeah, I Peds had it. I'm like, true. I just bought it. I'm like, I like that card. I'm a Julio fan, and it was just a sweet looking card. I think it should have gemmed. I think when I was looking at it, I was like, man, almost like there was a fingerprint. I think I was kind of looking at it because I still think like it's like amazing. It was like good. I was like, okay, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, so that's what I would say. Would be find some cheaper rookie cards. I mean, what you're trying to maybe there may be a few iconic cards you're looking for, like some of his image variations from his rookie year. He's got a couple in flagships or series 1 and a series 2. Um and yeah, I don't know. That's the thing too, right? I mean, that would just say try to maybe figure out maybe there's like maybe every year, right? There's trying to be the same type of thing that comes out. Maybe you want to try to start with the rookie and then hey, every year get this, as a fun future collection type thing, right? Every year, hey, look to add that to it, like his image variations or something like that. That's one way to do it. There's a certain card you want to get every year, his home field advantage, or just hey, whatever's cool, right? That's a cool looking card. I don't know. But I would probably something like that. And obviously, it depends on what you are looking to spend. But like, I don't know. So like this is his image variation from his so his true flagship rookie was in 22 update. So this is from that, but he also had his image variation from series 1. So I don't know if you've seen these. I don't know. I'm just showing you. I have it right here. Here's one. I have it in a 9. I have it in a 10 too, but there was the one from series 1. I mean from series 2. So he just had the SP and he had autographs in there, which I have the autograph as well. And this is there's those kind of things, his image variations, now it's Golden Mirror, which stay tuned. I hope to have a video coming out in the next few weeks on that. And then there's, these kind of things, which is why I asked how much money you had in your bank account. I haven't looked in a bit. Last I knew of this, it was a Pop 5. Dude, yeah, they do. Well, they do X Factors in different colors. It's called Topps Finest, and it's called Checkerboard. But I agree. I agree. That would be cool if the X Factors they did the parallels in those. Like in the megas, they were like, oh, I mean, even if it was just a few colors, right? You can get a black, you can get a blue, just gold. That's it. That'd be sweet. But um, so Jeremy, how long have you guys been doing collecting cards now with your boy? Um, I don't know, and I don't know where you're at, so I don't know, right? I mean, what you know, and there's a lot that I mean that's out there, but yeah, and people collect different ways. I collect. Okay, so you've been around. Okay, you know, um, but yeah, everyone definitely is a different does it collecting differently. Okay, all right. Well, trade you a 22 jumper for that black Julio. Okay. for that one. All right. Now I'm just showing off. Now there's this. There's this. I really like this one. I like the image on that one. This is from series, from Update series. I like the jersey. I just like how that looks. Uh, his series 2 one is not. There's the other one. It's only an 8. I've been thinking about maybe listing this somewhere, one of those Julio sites that I'm on. See if someone's interested in that one. But I would love to move a 10, but I'm also stingy, and you know, you know. Oh my goodness! All right, now I got to find this. I'm gonna find the pair. There it is. Yeah. So I definitely like this one better than this image. Like, this one isn't bad. This one, it doesn't look like Julio. Like, they did some airbrushing and whatnot. It kind of looks like they try to make him look like Fat Albert or something. I don't know what they did, but I like this image better overall because it actually looks like Julio. And this is, I don't know what that is. It's an old image that they doctored up, and it may not even be him. You can see they're wearing masks in the background. Which, were they doing in 22? See, that 22, they were not wearing masks. But so this was some series. This is the series 2. This is the update. I like that one better. But anyways, so I was talking about my Ohtani rookie collection. Here we go. I got a couple of these. Me and my boy both have one. This was my first one, I think. I bought that from Peds. So that's the Chrome 1983. Just a regular insert, but it's Ohtani. It's a 10. And I pulled that one myself. I bought a blaster, I think, of this. I think it was a blaster. It wasn't cheap, but it was. I bought it. I got a Black Friday, so got it for cheaper. I got this Ohtani deckled edge, and I got it graded and it gemmed up. So pretty sweet. Excited. I had an image variation. I had traded a card for it, and then I ended up selling it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Anyways, back on the Hennessy. Dodgers won. Yeah. We knew that was coming. I have his 23, 24, and Jake, you have nice for Julio. So where's Jeremy? So something like that, right? So Jake has the Independence Day from 23, 24, and 25. Obviously, the rookie is going to be the most expensive of those, obviously. Then probably the 23 because it will have his thing. But that's what some people can do. Like, oh, I like this design. I want it every year. Go for that every year, right? And there's okay, that's kind of a cool way to collect, right? You don't, if you didn't want to spend a lot of money, right, you could just buy those on the open market at some point, and that's a card that's not that hard to acquire because there's 6 of them every year, but it's also rare enough where it's kind of cool. That's kind of something that people do, right? You find a card you like or whatever, and it's every year, hey, that's just boom, let's get this when it comes out, and then just some cool. To me, also, like, son, it's not always about like, oh man, we gotta have the greatest card, but like I bought this because I like Julio. I liked the image, I liked the card, I liked how it looked. It's just a sweet looking card to me, and I like to have my cards graded. So kind of bummed. But yes, I do have a big Julio collection. In case you didn't know, I'm obviously a Royals fan, a Bobby fan, but I came back because of Bobby, but Julio was right there, so I kind of, became a Julio fan, and I pulled a lot of Julios. All right, show and tell. Show and tell. And I graded a lot of them. I've given away a lot of Julios too, and Bobbies. I think I've probably given away a handful of these PSA 10s, Julio, and Bobbies, the rainbow foil. So, hey, stick around, Jeremy, till the holidays. Maybe you've been around before. I honestly couldn't. I don't know. Are you guys on the other account? Okay. But anyways, normally during the holidays, I do giveaways. Use some cards. Usually it's then some of the holidays from the current year. Although I holiday last year kinda I didn't like as much as 22 and 23, but I still have some of those boxes. So I'll probably still get some 25 to give away. Then usually I'll give out a couple boxes from previous years. I have 22, 23, and 24 right now. Holidays back here, quite a few. So I'll probably give a couple of those away. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sweet. Awesome. Well, like on both accounts. Honestly, I don't really my sub count. I really don't. You say that just because that's what you say. Sub, follow, like, all that stuff. But I just more have fun now. I used to really care about the subs. Like I want to get my sub count up, and I'm like, what? I mean, I don't even know 3,000 something. I don't. I mean, obviously you want to continue to grow, which since I don't put out content, I just do more breaks and then do some live PC rips. It doesn't draw in the crowds like making videos of me opening stuff in short, 5-10 minute videos. It attracts more people. It takes more time, effort. I don't always have that. So, but I'm gonna try. I would like to grow the channel a bit more, get a little bit more people in, make it easier to fill out breaks. Then maybe we can have some bigger breaks, have more breaks. So I really do like the breaks. I love ripping. It is fun. Um, Obviously, I understand there's that gambling aspect of it, but I mean, I partake in it myself. Ask anybody around here. I think it's a fun way to do the hobby. It's obviously you got to know what you have as far as what you're spending, but most grown men my age, 40s, 50s, have quite a bit of what's the term I'm thinking of? Expendable income, where they can afford. So obviously, and some people just come and hang out and watch, have fun. That's doesn't matter to me, but that's just kind of, with the breaks. And a lot of people, it's a fun way to do it, right? It's not necessary, not everybody has the time to go hunt down boxes or get boxes. And then when it's, multiple boxes, you just got a shot at something big and it's just fun or just something. Jake, trust me. I think about that kind of stuff. I don't. There's not really great spots to go get those per se. So, and I don't because like a lot of those, like Striker, he has those kind of boxes that he can throw every once in a while. I bet, right? But he also probably got those when they were much more affordable. Um, so he could even sell them for a high price, but not maybe even like top dollar, right? Which is normally what I like to do. If I could get a box, like I said, like if this is I'm just this is an example, right? Let's say right now this thing sells for 400, right? You know, and if I could get it for 200, I would put it in a break for way less. I don't know what the price would be, right? I mean, obviously, yeah, if I got it in a steal of a deal somewhere, I'd like to capitalize a little bit on it, make some money. But if I bought for 200 and right now everyone else is selling for 400 and I could sell for 300 in a break, it's just a better value for everybody, and I'm also able to make, but normally, right? If right now it's selling for 400, I'm selling for 400 because I paid 350 for it, and I'm making $20 on it, type thing, right? I'm that nickel and dime kind of breaker, we'll say. But obviously, if you had that 2018 stuff and you bought it for even a higher price than what it originally was, like $200, right? Now you could sell it and it sells for, let's say, $1,000. You could sell it for 800 in a break, and average it out, for everybody, but it's still cheaper than anybody else that you're gonna be able to buy it for. But he's still be able to make money, type thing. I'm just feeling them up, Mark. That's all I'm doing. I'm just feeling the boxes up tonight. Yeah. Nala had brought up the idea of a mixer, a divisional. I was like, okay, well, maybe, but no one was really. I don't know. I don't have prices. I don't have anything. So then I just started honestly just interested in what I had. I couldn't remember what I had left. I had 3 Bowman Chrome Hobbies, 4 Bowman Chrome Deluxe or Delights, one finest, a handful of tier ones, one 25 chrome jumbo. I was just seeing what I had. That's all I'm doing. Yeah. I had mentioned doing one, but I don't even like I don't even know what I paid for this finest, Mark. So I was like, I don't even know what I could sell. I would need to sell it for if I did it like in a direct pay divisional. I honestly don't know. I know Bowman right now. I don't know what I paid for the chrome. I do know what I paid for my Topps Chrome hobby. I paid 260, which kind of sucks because you can get that for like 220 right now. But that's life. When I bought some more because it was going up a little bit, and so oh okay 260. It was like I mean I think I paid 220 230 at release time after taxes. Then I got some more at like 260. I know that, but like this jumbo, I don't know. I don't know finest. But trying to put together like if I had to build like some sort of a like a 3 box divisional like Nala did last night with like a the Bowman or the Chrome or the finest somehow. I'm like, I don't know. But I wasn't going live to do that. Nala just brought it up because it said division on the thumbnail, but it was division, like division baseball, the division championship. Oh, but it's not even the division. I'm a moron. It's a championship series. ALCS, NLCS. I'm pretty sure I wrote division though. Yeah. I bet I now see where the confusion comes in. It is not the division series right now. Those are done. Again, I don't know what I'm doing around here. I don't know. All right. Well, it sounds like the game is over. Yep. 5-1. 3 home runs for Ohtani, 10 strikeouts. He may make it to the Hall of Fame. We'll see. We'll see. That's crazy. That's crazy. The M's won. And Mark, that's also the other reason I was going live. They were down 2-1. I'm gonna go live. I got those couple I got a couple megas I opened. What's back there? And I got my stuff from Topps from all the missing X factors from that case. And so, oh man, maybe we can rally the M's. And then as I was getting set up, Cal hit the home run, and I started scrambling to try to get live faster. And then more people got on, and I hit live, and then the home run happened, and then I put my face on the screen. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's pretty nasty, man. I mean, especially that first inning. Strike out the side, then you go deep. That's right after doing that, right? He's the first batter. Says, sit down. That's how you do it, fellas. Hit it over the wall. That's a run. I don't know what his final line was. He didn't give up a run. I know that because I think he came out in the 6th or 7th, maybe. Did you go 6th and a third? I think maybe. Yeah, I think he went through 6, and he had 10 strikeouts after 6. Because yeah, he was at 5 and a third, and then he struck out and he had a fly out, so he got through 6. And he got his 10th K there, the 6th. So then I know they got 2 on there in the 7th. I saw. Then they pulled them, but they didn't score in the 7th. They scored in the 8th. It looks like. Yeah, it's crazy, man. That's seriously. That's what I was saying. I was like, all those Yankees fans that are always on the Instagram or wherever social media. I don't do much for social media. I do have Instagram, but this whole year, how like Judge is just is the best player in baseball by hands down, and then of course then everyone like, Ohtani's pretty much just about as good a hitter as he is. Plus he pitches, and also hey, he went 50-50 last year. Like oh blah 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 yeah yeah, but I'm like you could say Judge is a better hitter, but it's like it's a conversation. But I'd say yes. Um, but Judge, yeah, dude. And again, I love Judge. I really do like Judge. He's one of my favorite players. Like he's easy to root for. I mean, he's on the Yankees, and I'm never going to be a fan of the Yankees, but I can be a fan of him. I think a lot of people are a fan of his. Just But Yankees fans this year were I just remember seeing it all the time. Oh, he's such a better player. It's not even close. Best player of our generation. Like most people are like, no, Otani, it's not even close because he's one of the best pitchers and one of the best hitters. And he went 50-50. Now he has a um NL well, the pennant, as someone already more eloquently stated, but the game winning the series clinching win with 10 Ks and 3 home runs. I did see that, Jake. I did see that. That looked bad. That looked bad. Oh man. Ugh. Yeah. At least I mean, I couldn't even imagine myself being way older than Springer, probably by 10 years. I couldn't imagine even then though, man. That looked bad. And obviously as you get older, your bones get a little bit more. I mean, I'm not old by any means, but that did not look good. That was like, oh, yeah. He may be done. He may be done after that. Who knows? I don't know. Yeah, I'm obviously they'll do tests on it, but okay. Well, all right. So I said 20 minutes goodbyes. It's probably been about 30 to 40, but it's just so hard to say goodbye, guys. But anyways, Mark, yes, I probably will be putting up a mixer. I don't know what, probably for the Sunday night baseball game. I'm looking for my M's to clinch. Like my M's, yes, I'm a Royals fan, but they're my team this year in the playoffs since my um, Royals didn't make it. They got close, but they didn't make it. They faltered there in the first 2 weeks of September. They were right there. They they could have been Cleveland. They were I think they're even a better team than Cleveland personally, but that's neither here nor there because you got to win the ball games. Um, so yeah, my M's right now. I'm claiming them. I got hats to prove it. Um, but Sunday night, I'll be have a little mixer. I'll probably put up tomorrow. I don't know what would finest mixer. I like tier one personally. Ex Are we back yet? Are we back? We're back. OBS quit on me. OBS quit. Um, I like tier one for the really cool hits you can get out of. There's some sweet stuff in this, but the downfall is, it's not crazy expensive, but there are just some boxes where you just get the run of the mill autographs and relics. Um, and obviously, if you hit a name on even just a run of the mill, if you hit Otani auto out of 200, that's a banger. That's crazy. Um, but you could get, just a George Springer auto out of 199. Great player, but as far as hobby or value, it's not quite. I mean, hobby could, right? If you're a George Springer fan, sweet, you'll love that card, right? I get that. But as far as value, right? If you bought a box and you're like, okay, obviously, that's how I do open boxes. I'm not opening a box hoping to get. Okay, I mean, everyone's hoping to get that lottery, right? Everyone's hoping that, but you're hoping to get a cool card for your PC or something you could like. It's just fun, right? And you could sell it or trade it with other people, type stuff. Um, but in this, there's some just sweet cards that are just that you could, either right. I opened one of these. The first I ever opened was in 22, and I hit it, and I got a card that I sold for $1,000. Um, and then in that same box, I had a heck of a box. In that box, I also had a Vlad Jr. Had like 99 or 75 or something like that, maybe in 50. I still have it. And then another decent auto. Of course, they didn't have the base card. It was just two autos and a relic. I sold my relic for $1,000. It's pretty sweet. Because there's some sweet relics in here, just even straight relics that if big name players that are cool that, and it was a retired guy. He just actually made it in the Hall of Fame. His name is Big Poppy, and it was a bat barrel. I sold it for $1,000. It's pretty sweet. 101. That's why I like it. but also, I mean, and there's extra hits this year. I like that. And they have the base card, which I can't, they started apparently last year, which I don't think I opened it this last year because it was too expensive. Yeah, I think that's what happened. I'm not ripping it. Not ripping it. I'm done my ripping for the night. So, anyways, I don't know. We can, if anybody has any ideas, you can message me. I'm easy to get a hold of, especially if it's Instagram or maybe even something like this, a little mixer. We can just have like a good old mixer. I don't have a lot of old years. I only have a few boxes left from my 24. I don't think I have anything from 23 right now. Besides like some blasters, which I don't usually throw that stuff in. I'm very limited right now. I got like 122 box, 124, a bunch of 25, obviously. But I have like a Chrome Hobby, just cheaper. I don't know. Maybe I'll hear from somebody. If not, I'll just make up something and we'll put it in. Have a fun little mixer for Sunday night. And I won't call it divisional. We'll call it a Seattle Mariner into the World Series mixer for the first time ever. Maybe. I'm hoping for it. All right, guys. All right. Again, I'm going to say goodbye. I appreciate those. Hey, came in, just kind of hung out. I was just doing a fun PC rip. Was hoping to watch the end of the Mariners game. Hope we can start a rally. Maybe me just setting up the live worked, putting the hat on. I don't know. Dude, it was. It happened right after I went live. I went live. My music was rolling. My intro screen was rolling. And I was like, oh, I was too slow. I wanted to get on and watch the Mariners. I was going to start a little rally, and it worked. It did work because they came back. But I put it up on. I think I put it up here. It was on here, like that I was going live. Cal Mai already hit a home run. I didn't quite get. I only got it up just a few minutes before I went live. So, but it worked. I'm taking claim. I'm taking credit. I mean, for it. I'm gonna claim it. You're welcome, M's fans. Let's go. Let's go. I'm rooting for it. It's always, like I said, kind of my childhood team outside of my Royals, just because we all know why. We all know why. I was a kid. There was a kid on the team. So, all right, I'm gonna put some music on for the the outro. Started live on Saturday again. Then, don't you mean Sunday? I think you mean Sunday there, Jake. The game's on Sunday. They're not playing tomorrow night. It's Sunday at 7:03 Central. I already looked. There's no game tomorrow. So yes. But anyways, yeah. So look for a break. I'm gonna try to put something together. I mean, I do want to move some stuff. I owe for some of this stuff. I was able to get some of it on credit. So I do need to get paid off, and also again, got to have funds to buy more boxes. That's where pretty much most of the money goes. Anyways, yes, hit the thumbs up, hit the sub, comment, do all that fun stuff. And then also notification bell, because I will be posting a break probably tomorrow. I don't know what it is. I'm trying to debate if I want to keep it smaller, a little cheaper, or just go a little bigger. That's somewhere between like 50 to 70 bucks type thing, but we can have more stuff in it. Obviously, the more expensive it gets. I'm leaning towards the bigger one because I don't have a lot for smaller ones. So if I just did a smaller one, it'd just be a couple boxes. It's just not as fun. It's funner when there's like 30 hits and a break, 10 autos and 20 something numbered cards. That's fun. And then everyone has a better shot at hitting. So, anyways, definitely look for it. It will be up on the website here, hopefully pretty soon. As soon, I mean tomorrow. Bigger one. Okay, Mark. That's kind of my plan, and most of the boxes I have kind of lean towards it. The Bowman Chrome, it's not cheap. The Finest isn't cheap. The Tier 1, I don't even know what I paid for it. I don't know if I'll put the Chrome in there. I may save the Chrome. I'm probably just going to save this Chrome for now until like Chrome update comes out, and then I can do a Chrome, like I'll do some Chrome update, and then I can do like a mixer with Chrome and Chrome update. This is my last one. I don't know if I'll be buying more or not. May not have the funds. I may have to buy, I have to spend the money on Chrome update. So probably that won't be in there. I'll probably put the Finest in there because that's been good. It's good. Unfortunately, it's my last one. I don't have any more of those. But the Finest has been great this year. Finest has been great. So, all right, guys. Hey, like I said earlier, which I didn't finish. I appreciate you guys coming in, hanging out, fun chat. Yeah, M's fans, let's go. Let's go. One more game, you guys. First time to the World Series, and I'll be excited for it. I think a lot of people are going to be honestly excited for the Mariners. And a lot of people will be rooting for the Mariners for sure against the Dodgers. I think that's just a natural thing with the Dodgers now, the evil empire. Although I don't know. I don't got anything against the Dodgers personally. I like I think they're a fun team. I wish my team could do that. But it doesn't guarantee them that they're going to win, right? Even if they spend that money. Even like during a lot of the year, people are like, oh man, they're not really, don't seem that great a team. Like, well, their pitchers weren't there for a lot of the year, and their lineup was still crazy. Betts was not himself for the first couple months after that. He was sick and I get this. I'm going to talk all night. I'm going to say goodbye once and for all. All right, guys. Appreciate you. Till next time. See you.